Ian here from Lean Media. Today I'm going to be talking about how to ask Amazon to investigate a lost FBA shipment, an inbound FBA shipment. If this video helps, please take a moment to like it and follow me. And please bear with me because what I'm about to show you is a little confusing. It's a little complicated. It takes maybe 10 minutes to explain, but if you do things right, you can get Amazon to successfully investigate and determine what happened to the box that you sent into their fulfillment center. I've had 2 instances of this happening recently, and I know that many other FBA sellers out there actually have even more problems than that. It's like a regular thing, even if you buy shipping through Amazon Seller Central. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, when you come to Amazon Seller Central and you notice that, hey, a couple shipments haven't shown up in the Amazon Fulfillment Center, the first place you may look is you might click on Help. You'll come to this page and you'll notice very prominently they have a box that says Investigate an item lost in the warehouse, and you can enter data about this shipment and continue. This is actually not the place to start unless a lot of time has elapsed, and I'll explain what's going on here. This is where I usually start to determine if there's an actual problem with an inbound shipment to an Amazon fulfillment center. I just want to explain something here. I have a lot of shipments that go to Amazon. I ship from the United States to an Amazon fulfillment center in the United States, or actually usually 2 of them. Sometimes it's this one, TEB9, and sometimes it's multiple destinations. You'll notice on the left side that there are some human readable labels for this particular shipment, and what I do when I create the shipment, I give it this label so I know what's inside the shipment. That will make it much easier for me to determine if there's a problem later on. And actually, in some of my other videos, when I've shown how to prepare a shipment, I show adding this particular step to label the items in there. And let's just say that the products I sell, they have pink, green, brown labels, so that's how I know what's inside. Now, here's what I'm looking at when I'm looking at this particular page. This is the shipping queue. You get to it by going to Inventory, Manage FBA Shipments, and it will show your queue here. So these 2 shipments at the top, I actually just prepared them today. My supplier hasn't sent them out yet, but they should be doing that tomorrow. And you can see it says ready to ship. Below it, you'll see a shipment that says 80 pink transparency, and it says closed. That means Amazon has actually finished receiving the boxes to their transshipment center, and then it basically ships them out to smaller fulfillment centers all around the country. So that's closed. That's closed. Here it says receiving, and what that means is Amazon is still in the process of getting the box, opening the box, taking out the items, and then stocking them in their fulfillment centers. And fulfillment center is a warehouse. This one says shipped. You can see that it says it was shipped out, but they haven't yet received it. Notice here that there are 2 numbers, units expected and units received. I'm always looking for discrepancies in these particular numbers, because if it says 40 units expected and 0 received, that means potentially there's a problem. However, it also says shipped here. So that means that the item has been shipped, but it hasn't yet been processed. So the 0 here makes sense. But if you go down to the bottom here, I have a couple items that actually show that something was shipped but not yet received. Where is the one that I'm talking about? Actually, you know what I'm going to... Oh, here it is right here. This one. 40 orange 1 box, 07/11/22. So this was sent on July the 11th. You can see the information about that. And then you can see it says 40 units expected, but 0 were received, and it's closed. So this was a problematic shipment for me. And what happened was when I opened up the shipment to look and see what was wrong, I came to this particular page, shipment events. It showed all the details here. Shipped it on July 11th. July 12th, it was listed in transit. On July 13th, 2 days later, it was delivered to this particular address. So that sounds great. It was checked in, it was received, but then something went wrong. Basically, the items says that they didn't receive the units, and it looked like nothing was there. And actually, Amazon was asking for me to send in more units of this. So I was looking at this and thinking, what the heck is going on? However, one thing that I discovered is Amazon won't even look into a missing shipment for at least 3 weeks, sometimes even longer than that. I suspect during the holiday period, it's even worse. So I saw a message on this page that said, sorry, we can't look into it yet. And so I just had to sit on my hands and wait for the date to pass, and then I could email them and find out what's going on. So that was a big deal for me. Here's another shipment where I've had a problem. It's actually the same item. I sent in 2 boxes of this thing. And let's take a look at the shipment events. You can see it was created on August 6th, in transit to 2 items, to 2 areas, delivered to one of them, checked in, and receiving. Now it says Amazon has started scanning your shipment ID labels. Received units are available for sale. This is August 9th. It's nearly a month ago. These items still haven't shown up in fulfillment centers, and I'm about to go nuts about this. And it says that actually, if I want to inquire about this issue, how long will it take for my units to receive? Amazon will confirm receipt of all units in your shipment on or before September the 7th, 2022. Today is September the 7th, 2022. On or after this date, if there's any issue with your shipment, it will be eligible for investigation. So tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to email Amazon and say, what the heck is going on here? Because this is a missing shipment. It's 80 units. And, this is actually the second time it's happened. I'll show you in a minute what you should say in the email that you send them. But just to let you know, even though it's been nearly a month since I sent these things out, I can't yet ask Amazon to investigate, and that's very, very frustrating. So if you determine that something's actually delayed or not showing up or not being made ready for sale, you have to wait about 3 or 4 weeks before you can actually ask Amazon to look into it, and they don't want to hear about it otherwise. Okay, so that's that particular issue. One thing I wanted to show you. So this is the last time I had a problem with the shipment. This is the email that I sent to them. Basically, I used the Amazon help form. I entered the FN SKU. I don't even know what that is, what that stands for. Fulfillment Network SKU or something like that. I had to determine what that was, and then I sent in an email. I said, this shipment was delivered to an Amazon fulfillment center on July 13th. I got that data right from this page, July 13th. Okay? I've attached the UPS proof of delivery, tracking number provided by Amazon, as well as the invoice from our supplier for the item. So you will need an invoice from the supplier. And I'm assuming that you're using a legitimate supply source to get your particular items, that this is not like retail arbitrage. We have a real supplier that manufactures our items, and they're a local company. We followed all of Amazon's requirements at Seller Central, applied Amazon transparency stickers. So this is an additional feature that we use in Amazon Seller Central, and used Amazon shipping, and UPS confirmed it was delivered. Yet Amazon claims a discrepancy of 4 items. The entire shipment lost. Please help us determine what happened to our inventory. So you can see I'm kind of frustrated, but I'm not accusing. I'm just asking, please help us and determine what's going on. And I laid out all the issues that affected us. Doing this, after a few days, they actually recognized there was a problem. They reimbursed me for the items that were shipped. The price that they reimbursed me was not the full retail price that I'm selling it for on Amazon, and it's also not the price I paid to my supplier. It's somewhere in between. And I think what they did is they looked at the lowest price I've had for that item in the past year and used that as a benchmark. They multiplied it by 40 because those are the number of units that were missing, and then they reimbursed my account. Okay, that's a satisfactory outcome to me, but I had to wait for a while to process it, and there was some uncertainty about what was going to happen, and also I was just worried that they might say, no, we're not going to reimburse you. Like the nightmare scenario, of course, is you send in a message like this and they say, we think you sent an empty box to us. So that would of course be terrible. That's not the way we operate. We've been working with Amazon for a long time, and we send real inventory all the time, several times per month, and there was clearly something that happened on their end. I don't know what it was, but they fixed it, and as far as I'm concerned, we're good with that. Tomorrow, however, I'm going to be contacting them about this particular shipment and saying what's going on. I'm very suspicious because it's the same item that was lost last time. So I'm thinking that maybe there's something on the back end on Amazon that's screwing up the inventory levels. which is really unfortunate because not only does it require me to take care to ask Amazon what's going on and get them to reimburse me, but customers can't get a hold of it. I do have this item available as fulfilled by merchant as well, but the sales for FBM are not nearly as good as they are for my FBA items. So that's kind of the issue that I am dealing with right now in terms of having Amazon investigate a lost item. You will, if you ask Amazon to investigate an item lost in the warehouse. So first of all, you have to pay attention to the date that they say you have to wait for, and I explained that before. It's on the, if you open up the shipment and you'll see on the shipment workflow, you'll see a date. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, this one. Look for this yellow box on your shipment events, and that will tell you when you can actually ask Amazon to look into it. Once you do that, then you need to find this FN SKU, fin SKU. I'm not even sure what the proper name of that is, but let's see if we can find that. I know I saw it somewhere on one of these pages. Oh, here we go. So here is the fin SKU, FN SKU. So this is the number that I'm going to copy and paste into the this box on the help page, and then I'll use a similar message to what I used last time, asking them, just basically laying out the facts. I sent this in. Here's the shipment information. What happened? Do you know what happened? And then hopefully hoping for a satisfactory outcome. It's kind of frustrating, and especially during the holidays when people are so worked up about getting things to the fulfillment center on time. Unfortunately, with such a complicated system, such a big system as Amazon, it's something that you may have to deal with as well. I hope this video helped you out. If you are interested in learning more, I urge you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. I have new videos a couple times a week about Amazon, about Shopify, about Amazon advertising, all kinds of different programs. And I try to help other sellers figure out how to navigate this particular world, and doing it in the way a legitimate business operates, not cutting corners, not cheating, not breaking terms of service, but actually trying to run a good business, offering great products to your customers and using the channels that are available to you. Thank you so much for watching.